As we come to the end of 2017 and look back over the past several months, we know that it has been an extremely challenging time for our country, but I can see that thanks to people like you, we have actually accomplished some huge victories. One is the LOOK bill, Language Opportunities for Our Kids. This is a bill that was just signed into law by the governor that I was very proud to serve as a co-chair of the conference committee for. We had a one-size-fits-all system here in Massachusetts for English language instruction, but I'm proud to say that because of this LOOK bill, we are now going to be giving greater flexibility to local communities to use the tools that are going to be most effective for the kids in that community. So that's one big victory. Another is recreational adult use marijuana. And because of the work that I undertook with my colleagues in the Black and Latino caucus, people of color and communities that have been most heavily impacted by the failed war on drugs will be at the table for the governance of the industry and also included when it comes to profit and wealth building. Another one is the Access Bill. The Access Bill is going to ensure that all women and families in Massachusetts continue to have access to birth control, no matter what happens at the federal level. Last but not least is the Criminal Justice Reform Bill. This is a bill that I, my colleagues in the legislature, and many grassroots advocates have been pushing for years.
This bill is about racial disparities, undoubtedly, and it is about reducing our high costs from mass incarceration for sure. But it is also about finally ending that vicious cycle of intergenerational harm.
It is a bill that we have passed through the Senate. An alternate version was passed through the House, and the legislation is now in a conference committee to negotiate the differences between the House and the Senate bill. Now, looking ahead, in the coming year, we're going to have the opportunity to do really important work on immigration. We can pass the Safe Communities Act to ensure that none of our state and local dollars are being used to support unjust immigration detainers from the federal government. And my Higher Education Equity Act will make sure that children of undocumented immigrants will have equal access to public higher education here in Massachusetts. We're also going to be pushing the racial profiling legislation. Racial profiling in the context of policing has always been a big question, but we don't even have right now the data to know the scope of the problem. So this bill would simply require data tracking and put a clear prohibition in the law against racial profiling in policing. And then there's the Foundation Budget Review Commission bill, a boring name for a really important bill that is going to fix the math that drives our education funding system for K through 12 schools, and so that we can stop year over year debilitating cuts to our kids' school systems and give our kids the kind of education that we promise them, no matter what zip code you live in or the income level of your family. What we've seen from the past year with all of the successes that we've had is that when we stand together, when we organize together, when we push together, success is really possible. I hope to see you soon.